Hello everyone. My name is Estrella, the Hollywood Witch, but you can call me Star, and I'm here to get some message from my Star Collective who's interested in knowing about their neighbors, okay? So, in the last couple videos, you guys know that I had an issue with a neighbor of mine. He was acting like bleep. So I was like, you know what? There has to be other fellow collective stars that are kind of dealing with the same thing. So I thought, why don't I check into your situation and let's find out together. So yeah, I'm just gonna see what's going on, read the energies, and let's see what we find out. So I'll see you guys in the reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys there. Bye. All right, so let's take a look at your neighbor's situation. What are they going through? What's the neighbor situation? Look at that. That's already tower coming out. That's your home. It's the situation. What are they going through right now? What's the situation with the neighbor? Okay, this is the last shuffle. Guys, oh my gosh, that's the tower. So that's your guys' home, and then the Four of Grails. Okay, so your neighbor goes through a they kind of go through periods where they love where they live, they enjoy their homes, but then they feel like every time they see you, they have to ignore you. They have to hide, but they secretly admire and are envious of you. I think they get jealous when they see you looking nice. I think they get jealous when they see you, living your best life. They're a little like, why is uh, why is this person getting to have so much fun? Yeah, daughter of Grails. So you may not have talked to your neighbors too much. Maybe they have made you, yeah, you guys don't have conversations really, like maybe other than the um, introductions, niceties. But other than that, you guys don't know too much about each other. You guys do see each other often. Then we have the Two of Wands. So I think both you and your neighbor are aware that you guys have this weird rift. You don't, you guys aren't quite family, aren't friends, there's no reason to really talk, but yet there's this kind of connective pull to each other. The Prince of Grails, the Prince of Skulls, and the Ace of Skulls. So yeah, so I think that the princes in this deck are kings. So the princes here with the King of Cups upside down and the King of Pentacles upside down is they definitely go through periods where they see um your family or yourself grow. They've seen, your good days and your bad days. So they've witnessed it. They've seen it all and they're watching. The way you've probably seen some of their ups and downs, they're definitely watching you and you guys are watching each other. I think also they sometimes think about maybe scenarios of what would be acceptable to talk to you because I think they do want to speak to you, but I don't think, yeah, I don't think they're gonna take it up on it. Page of Wands, the Six of Grails, the Two of Skulls. So yeah, so they definitely see um, some of your creative adventures. They've seen you, do fun things. They've seen you be around kids. You're good with kids. You may not have kids, but they've seen, um, maybe you've been really kind to the neighbor kids, or maybe you've just, I don't know, lived near an elementary school, something. You're good with them. Yeah. But I do think that they have a repressed feeling about you. Um, they have a deep anger that there's somehow no reason to talk to you, no reason to get to know you, and this makes them really, really angry. There's no reason to talk to you, and yeah, I think this really bothers this person. Seven of Skulls, fatigue. So when they go to work, they start to think about ways to talk to you. They might want to say, um, how is it that they can get to know you more? They think about you when they go to work. They think about you when they go to bed. You stress them out as well. You stress them out because they're not really sure how to handle the next time they see you. Like, do they say something? Do they act like, hey, you know, they can't pretend and say, I think I have your mail or anything, because that hasn't happened. So they're kind of trying to find a way in your life. And it really bothers them that there's no reason to really talk to you, to get to know you, because, you know, why would you? You guys just are neighbors, right? I don't know. In California, we're not really so close to our neighbors, so I know it's different for different places. But um, yeah. Okay, so let's see the T on them. What's the T on this person? What's the T on this person? What's the situation your neighbor is going through for my star collective? For my star collective, what is the situation? Four of Knives. Okay, I had to pause because the incense went out, which tells me that your neighbor probably doesn't want you to find out these things. Okay, so we have the Four of Knives upside down and the Prince of Skulls. So their money has been slow. They're really stressed out about their money. They're really stressed out about their jobs. They're not getting paid fast enough. They're not getting paid enough. Overworked and underpaid. The Moon. Three of Wands. I don't think they want to tell very many people that they're really stressed out financially. They keep this inside, but they're worried about their next hope, their next project, their next job. They're having a hard time trying to foresee what their next step can be. Ace of Wands. So yeah, that's through business and offer. So maybe they're waiting on some type of opportunity, promotion, news, and it's taking a while. But they're waiting on this. But they don't want to tell anybody that they're stressed out about this. Yeah. Eight of Skulls, which is the Eight of Pentacles. That's work. So they're definitely expecting an offer, but then their confidence is low, and maybe if they have a female boss or a girlfriend or something, they're having arguments with someone at work. Oh, and probably someone at home as well. So your neighbor, if they're in a love situation or anything, it's not going too good. Yeah, so I think they've been praying. They've been trying to pray. They've been trying to um, get some soul searching about why this opportunity hasn't occurred. But I think they're lacking something, so they're not really truly being self aware. They're very depressed, and I think they're too focused on everything that other people have rather than their own things. So they're very depressed, they're very much in their head, and they're focusing on everything else because this new thing hasn't come in yet. Very interesting. Okay. And then let's see how they see you. Let's do different. How does the neighbor see my star collective? How does the neighbor see my star collective? How does the neighbor see the star collective? How does the neighbor see the star collective? Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, Devil. Okay, so maybe you're not exactly where you want to be in life, but they see you as moving ahead and further than they are. They have some sort of anger, jealousy towards you. They're very, they feel like they have an ego death when they're around you. You bring up a lot of insecurities in this person with the devil card here. The moon again. And the 10 of coins. So they're very much focused on, they think about your money, your family, your life. They hyperfixate on it, especially at night. So, wow, this person, you live in this person's head rent free. And at work, they think about you. They're very stressed out. Not always. They're like, I hope I don't run into the neighbor again, or whatever, whatever. But especially at night with the moon and the 10 of coins, that's they're they really think about you at nighttime, and they start thinking about things that you have, your family. They're very jealous of your life. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. They think things are happening too slow for them, but things happen too happy and too easy for you. Fatigue. King of Swords. I think they do think that you're restless and that you are no bullshitter, hard worker. You're very authoritative, whether you know it or not. You have a lot of authority in your presence. Nine of Cups, Hermit. They think you're very independent. They think you're very lonely, whether you know it or not. They think you are very secretive. They don't know if it's you choosing to be, or if it's you because of life. Are you going through something? They're not sure. My incense is out again, guys. This is wild. They really don't want you to know. They don't want you to find out more about them. All right. Then the 5, 6. I think they go through internal struggles. They can't tell if you have like a youthful approach to life, a youthful attitude, and they can't tell. Sometimes they love it and sometimes they hate it. 8 of coins, yeah, they very much think about you. When they think about what they don't have, they think about why you have everything that they don't. This person's very jealous of you, very much in your life. They think you have a better life than them and it bothers them, but they can't tell if you're a popular loner or if you are just exiled. Some people think like that, exiled from friends or whatever. They can't tell, but they definitely know you're very self sufficient. You're very, very independent and very resilient. All right, let's see what they would say to you. What would they say to my Star Collective? What would they say to my Star Collective? What would they say to my Star Collective? King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. I don't know what happened, but here we are. So with the King of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles, I think they think that again, you're very resilient, very independent. You're very much a closed person, no bullshit, like I mentioned before. They think that maybe you're having a hard time getting on your feet, like financially. Not to say that you're not independent in this other way, but they think you're hard to read, but maybe you're expecting something to come in. Maybe you're expecting something to kind of take off, and they notice that it hasn't yet. Um, I think they think that you're very quiet. You retreat, and maybe things aren't working out for you. Yeah, they think that maybe you're uh it's really interesting. They know you're very strategic, but they know like, hey, something hasn't happened recently for this person. Or like, hey, this person's always go go go. So maybe you're in a quiet period of your life right now, and they definitely notice that. They're not sure, but they know like, all right, with the star on the page, like what are you working on? Like there's always something going on. Don't lie. Like you're always doing something. They just don't know what you're up to right now. 3 of coins, 3 of cups, excuse me. 9 of pentacles, death. Yeah, so maybe you finished a job. They noticed that. They know some type of long-term thing that you were doing came to an end. They do think though that you are very passionate, very uh a go-getter for sure. And they think that the way you earn your money is very untraditional. They're not really sure. They do see that you work a lot. You work a lot, and they think that the way you get your money, the way you run your business, whatever field you're in, they think it's peculiar. They're like, oh, that's not normally what people do. But you're like, yeah, I'm not normal. I have different interests. Very interesting. Let's see. Even though they're jealous that they think you have so many more blessings than they do, they very much admire you for sure. Yeah, they notice that you're just not as uh extroverted as you were before, not as lively. But they just know something is going to come in for you for sure. Something good is going to come into you, because even though you may be in this weird stagnation period, you're like, I'm not tripping. Nope, everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to. This is really interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the reading here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you really liked that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.